Oh, he was so damn confused when he up and heard the news, 'cause he couldn't believe that it was true. Ooh. Hey, what's the word? Welcome to another episode of Sunday Sidecar, the series where we hopefully make you a little less damn confused about last week's Tuesday Ukeday drop from yours truly, Uke Brute. This week's episode, boy, he was so damn confused. I think the song's pretty clear what it's about. It's about people who, A, don't follow the news or current events when presented with the facts or the data or the information. They just don't get it. And when they see it, they turn into caricatures. And then they double down and say they were right all along, regardless of the fact of the matter. Yeah, we've all come across these people. We're familiar. I'm not trying to, take pot shots or punch down. It's more about the people who, even when presented with this information, refuse to acknowledge, refuse to change. Their eyeballs pop out like parachutes, steam comes out, and they just go back to whatever's going on. I don't know. It's like the obstinate nature. It's kind of like the epitome of obstinacy. The epitome of obstinacy. Yeah. Probably would make a better song title. Maybe not. But yeah, that's just kind of, so that's why, I felt like the cartoony language was just so fitting, the lyrics. Jaw dropping all down. It's fitting. And even with this, it's one of the songs I did not intend. I didn't have intentions to write this when I came up with the melody. I had that going, just going and going, over and over, and finally, it might even been a reference to myself, boy, you so damn confused. Maybe that boy, maybe, that was me. I was confused, didn't know where to take it, but that popped out, that kind of, boy, you so damn confused. Rolling from there. And then, everything just kind of fell into place from there. Well, not everything, but the verses, the idea for where I wanted to go with the song. It became very clear. And it's, lays it out. It's just dealing with these people, dealing with folks who are unwilling and unable to accept the world, for what it is, and instead, warp their reality to maintain this facade, this bubble that they exist in. So just went there, and that's why I felt like the cartoony language was appropriate. The one phrase I was thinking about, though, as I was reviewing this, is having screws loose, and this kind of came to me, but of all like the kind of, it's not really used that much anymore. For me, it was kind of linked to that cartoony imagery that I was using. It just seems like back in the day, like old Bugs Bunny, Merry Melodies, Looney Tunes, I think maybe like Tom and Jerry or whatever, they would reference having screws loose. This dude has some screws loose. And it feels like people don't really use that term anymore, or that phrase anymore. I don't know, considering some of the other pejorative terms used to describe people or to, poke fun at people for, cerebral deficits, whatever you want to say, or, shortcomings, or, I think screws is actually has a positive connotation, because it implies that it's been kind of worn down with some wear and tear. It just needs a little O&M, some operations and maintenance, and you can a little mental tightening, so to speak, and things are back in order. Like this chair, it's got some screws loose, but once I eventually ever get around to tightening it up, it'll be good as new. So, plus it implies that it's been used for a while. So I don't know, just a little weird tangent. I digress, but I don't know, screw loose. It's maybe it needs to come back. But maybe it's not even well used in this song, because I'm talking about people who are obstinate and refuse to tighten them screws. So I don't know, we'll see. I do think I used Seems Like Screws Loose, so yeah, cover my bases there. um, Again, I digress. But yeah, so I had that and found that those came together. And but what was interesting about this song, I feel, is like that refrain, because I came up with that. I didn't come up with this, the refrain, until for a while after having the song. I had a different refrain, different chord progression for the refrain, and it didn't work. And even in getting together to record this song for Tuesday Ukeday last week, I have my list of all the songs that I want to go through, and this one was approaching, and I'm like, I don't remember how to play that refrain. And even going back to the original video recording that I made when I made for myself to teach myself how to play it with my weird terminology for my finger shape, since I don't know many chords, crooked letter, corner pocket stuff that I make up for myself. And but I did not have the refrain in there because I came up with it, a month or two later. So I had to really kind of figure that out in the run up to recording the song. But thankfully I did, because I really like this refrain. Must be something in the water, must be something with the weather. We just clearly broke from all this pressure. Oh, that wasn't right. I kind of lost track there. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really proud of myself for remembering for figuring that out, because it's not always that easy for me. Well, never easy. But with that came that, refrain. It must be something in the weather. It must be something in the water. Must be something with the weather. He just clearly broke from all the pressure. Yeah, the pressure can be referring to life's pressure, stress, but, also weather, water pressure. Which, yeah, I mean, clearly there is, whether it's microplastics in the water, or just climate change with the weather, or really what I think it comes down to is that lead gasoline. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I don't really know what else to say about this song. That was kind of like what I had going for it. Yeah, I just think it's kind of like a fun, playful, cartoony song with some interesting imagery that plays along with the caricatures that we deal with sometimes on an increasingly daily basis, it feels sometimes. But anyway, yeah, so that's all I really have to say about Boy He Was So Confused. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in, as always, and please check back soon for the ditty from Uke Brute.